Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today, I'll be reviewing the entirety of the first season of Family Guy. Does the first season hold up in a 23 season series? It's okay. I'll get into it. So starting off with the positives, I like the characters. 3 of them. So, first off, Lois Griffin. She's a ton of fun. She's a really good mother to Meg, Chris, and Stewie. And although she doesn't get the respect that she deserves, she does try and be a good wife to Peter, who not exactly the smartest person in the room. And in episode 4, Mind Over Murder, she's a surprisingly great singer. Hopefully we get more of that later on. So, in that one episode, she's a ton of fun as a singer. Next up, Brian Griffin. Also, a ton of fun. He's pretty much the reasonable one in the group. The realistic one that tries to fix. He's the realistic one of the shenanigans that go around, and yeah, he's great. Especially in episode 7, Brian Portrait of a Dog. I like the realism of him just being a dog and not a second-class citizen like the rest of Quahog. And I like his little character arc there. It's pretty solid. And hopefully we get more of that later on. Although, to be fair, given recent Brian Griffin, yeah, it was good while it lasted. And lastly, and pretty much the best character of the entire season, Stewie Griffin. Let's just say he is a ton of fun. Honestly, he's probably the most consistent character of the season. Pretty much, there are no bad moments with him. He's a ton of fun no matter what he's doing. Honestly, he has so many good moments. Damn you, vile woman. His reasoning of trying to destroy broccoli in episode 2. The man in white in Chitty Chitty Death Bang. And also, it's just him just being a baby in his little vivid imagination. Oh, and in episode 4 where he's drunk. And yeah, I recommend to all mothers who are watching this, don't ever feed your child alcohol. Don't ever feed your child who's under 18 alcohol. But Stu, when he's drunk, he's doing peekaboo. It's actually really funny. So yeah, he's out of the entirety of the Griffin family, he's the only consistently funny. And I hope we get more shenanigans with his character in later seasons. Please. And that's the positives. Now on to the mixed aspects. While I like 3 of the characters, that being Lois, Stewie, and Brian, the other Griffin family members, -1, are okay. Starting off with Chris Griffin. He's fine. I mean, the middle child of the family and pretty much a younger Peter. I mean, he has his moments. Seth Green does okay with what he's given. And apart from that one good episode with him, that was episode 6, and my favorite episode of the season, he seems just to be in the background, just following what everyone else is doing. And he's fine. Now on to the main character himself, Peter Griffin. I'll get his good attributes out of the way. In episodes 1, 3, and 6. In episode 1, while he was doing it illegally, he did provide for his family very well. In episode 3, while he screwed up the reservation for Stewie, he makes up for it by doing something even better. And it's legit sweet. in episode 6, while he's disappointed at Chris at first, he does legit care for his son Chris. And it was a fun one. Okay, now on to the best I hate about Peter. The rest of it is him being a douche. In episode 2, he blamed Meg for destroying television. In episode 4, he treats Lois like, well, dirt. In episode 5, he is pretty much paraplegic-esque to Joe. Which, by the way, that is a new word pretty much saying he's kind of racist towards paraplegics. Paraplegic-ist. That is a new word. Trademark pending. And in episode 7, pretty much treats Brian very poorly. I mean, I honestly don't buy the friendship they have in that episode. So yeah, while I don't put Peter in the negatives, he's half and half here. So hopefully he gets better later on. But again, like Brian, recency and Peter, it's not exactly great. Really. Okay, so the side characters are fine. While Joe is actually given the most development in episode 5, the rest of them are passable. Quagmire is just there in the background doing his old giggity moment. And Cleveland is just there. Thankfully, he gets much better development later on, but they're just there in the background not doing much. The comedy is hit or miss. There are legit some funny ones. Again, like I said in the pauses, Stewie's the only consistently funny character. And there are some good cutaway jokes that actually made me laugh, particularly the Roadrunner gag. But when it comes to the comedy, it can be okay. And while not all the jokes made me laugh, there are some good ones. So, yeah, like I said. And the morals are okay. I get what they're going with. TV's not always good for you. Learning to follow your passions is not bad. And bringing family together is pretty good. Okay, now on to my one negative. Remember I said there's only one member of the Griffin family that is really bad? And I haven't even mentioned her yet. Meg Griffin. While in later seasons, she is I pretty much sympathize with her, and so on find her kind of a... This is honestly Meg at her worst. Bless Lacey Chabert, who I pretty much know is either Gretchen Wieners from Mean Girls or Princess Elise from Sonic 06. She doesn't give Meg that much of a personality. Again, nothing against the actor. She is great, but Meg is insufferable here. I don't like Meg Griffin in this. And yeah, that is going to become the running gag in later seasons, but in this one, they give her nothing to work with. She's either whining, constantly complaining, or just being downright selfish. Okay, there is one good moment in episode 6 where she actually gives Chris good advice, but that's pretty much it. That's the one good thing she's ever done in the season. The rest of it is her wanting bigger lips, joining a friend who she doesn't know nothing about except going to her brother's birthday party. Totally selfish, she's only thinking of herself. And while I kind of felt bad for her in episode 2, she still went along with it, which is kind of dumb. But the rest of it is just Meg being whiny. I guess, yes, that is the typicalness of a 16-year-old teenage girl, but they make her way too unlikable. And again, while I sympathize with her later on, this season doesn't do her any favors. Once again, I like Lacey Chabert. She is a great actress. Again, Gretchen Wieners or Princess Elise, but man, does she not make Meg great. I mean, I think that's why Meg gets voice recasted later. I'll get to her portrayal later. But yeah, I like the actor, just not the character, and Meg is not great. Thank God they do her better in later seasons. Okay, so that's my full season 1 review of Family Guy. So yeah, it has a few good moments. Lois, Brian, and Griffin are the best characters on this season. The mixed aspect is okay, and Meg's the worst aspect of season 1 of Family Guy. Again, nothing against the actor, I just don't like the character. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think. If you like these Family Guy episodes, thank you so much for the thumbs up. I've been reading about the views. Thank you so much. And before I sign off, I noticed one of my subscribers noticed that I tend to flick my hair a lot. Well, guess what? I've decided to fix that problem. So to that guy who pointed it out, thank you so much. Thank you so much for pointing it out nicely. So I'm gonna do this from now on. I'm gonna put it up there, and I'm not gonna fiddle with it. So again, thanks to that guy who pointed it out in my last video. And thank you for doing it so kindly. On Sunday, I'll be going through Family Guy Season 2, Episodes 1 to 3. And hopefully we get a better second season than this first one. The first season ain't too bad, but it's kind of a weak start. So fingers crossed we get better seasons. Somewhat. So again, Sunday, I'll be looking at Family Guy Season 2, Episodes 1 to 3. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.